and you tell him some dumb shit like, I don't owe you shit. I don't have to do shit for you. So why is that energy not able to be reciprocated by the dads? But wait. When that energy is reciprocated by the dads and that dad doesn't give a fuck, now he's a deadbeat. So by
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button and of course turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Question for the bitter baby mamas out here. This one don't pertain to any particular race. This is just for the bitter baby mamas out here who, I don't know, y'all just bitter. Why have those kids? Complain about raising those kids by yourself. Complain about doing it all by yourself. Complain about just doing anything. Why are you complaining about that, but then you keep your kids from the father? I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to make sense that if I'm a woman who brags and complains, on one end I brag about how I do it all by myself, I don't need no man. Second, the other side is complains about how he ain't doing nothing for his kids, and it's just like, but then he's trying and you keeping him away from the kids or the kids away from him. Like, why? Is it just about control? Because it sure don't say it's about what the kids want. It sure doesn't. That does not even, it's not even a thing. Forget what he feels. Forget how he feels about not seeing his kids. Like, really? What's the deal? I'm going to drop a clip, y'all, because everything in this clip is just spot on. And it really, I'm going to just drop them. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about it.
Can someone tell me why? I just saw a post where a man was saying that dads eventually give up and need to fight harder for custody of their children. And every single one of those comments in that comment section was from men saying that they've paid over $100,000 in lawyer fees and they're still trying. Why is it always that dads have to fight for more time and more custody and have to prove their worth, while the women and the mothers have to do absolutely nothing but put in false claims, false allegations, and not help with anything to stabilize dad? Why is it so normalized that we are going to destabilize the fathers and always prioritize the mothers? It's always about, oh, baby dad's got to take care of the mom. You know, the dads have to take care of the mom's well-being. Okay, but what about baby moms taking care of the dad's well-being? You know, he cannot even pay child support if he doesn't have a job or a vehicle to get to said job. So if he falls on hard times and you don't come through for him and you tell him some dumb shit like, I don't owe you shit, I don't have to do shit for you. So why is that energy not able to be reciprocated by the dads? But wait. When that energy is reciprocated by the dads and that dad doesn't give a fuck, now he's a deadbeat. So by that definition, wouldn't that make the moms of the world that don't want to help stabilize dad's house and make dad's house just as reliable and resourceful for their children a deadbeat? Or is that just one-sided?
Shout out to Sarah. Sarah's one of my mutuals on TikTok. Love her content. She's amazing, and she's always calling out women and just their issues and all this stuff. And this topic in particular is like, you know, women, shall I say, just always talk about how fathers need to do more and they need to fight more. And they need to fight more. And they need, you know, if I was a dad, I would never stop fighting for my child. And let me say this to y'all. I used to think that way as well before I had kids, until I witnessed, you know, someone that I love go through those challenges with, you know, fighting for your child. And it feels like I'm defeated. Like, why do I have to fight that hard to just see my child? Why does a father need to go through hell and hot water to see his child? his child. That child is half of his. You both created that child. And that's what a lot of times we say it just like, well, if it's your child, you love your child, you would fight, you would never stop fighting. And it's like, that's unrealistic. That is unrealistic to put anybody through that and think they're going to still have a fight in them after they keep getting knocked down, knocked down, knocked down. It's disappointing. It's emotional for a man. And you don't want him to go to the extreme of doing something that he's going to regret out of frustration, out of, disappointment. Like he's an emotional, he's just all over the place because he's enraged that he can't see his child. He's paying tons of money, lawyers, child support, and it's still not good enough. So again, why do we do all this? And unfortunately, y'all, just in the last few weeks, we've seen these mothers. They're terrible mothers. Terrible. They should not just automatically be the default parent because a lot of these kids they're not surviving. They're not thriving, or they're dying in the care of their mothers. So when will the system change to realize what the mothers once were is not who they are today? Not at all. Making these mothers the default parent just because that's what we've been doing forever is harmful to the kids. So again, I ask, when do we start thinking about what the kids want, what the kids need, shall I say? Not even about what they want. What do they need? They need structure. They need guidance. They need love. They need attention. But mothers, again, it's all about power and control. And you got the power. You have the control. You know that the court is never going to really question you. I'm the mom. I'm going to paint this story. I'm going to brag about how I do it by myself. And I'm going to paint a narrative that he don't want to help me. He ain't trying hard enough. Well, if he really wants to see his kids, he would keep trying. Sis, every time he try to get them, he show up at the house and y'all not there. What are you supposed to do? He try to get them and you got an excuse why you can't drop them off. Like, it's just, again, do you really want your child to have a relationship with their father? Do you want your child to really to have that sense of love and support and guidance from their dad? I feel like a lot of mothers are just out here trying to sabotage their children. They want to make their children be victims. They want to set them up for failure, honestly. You're setting your child up for failure because you don't like his daddy because he ain't want to be with you. Because a lot of this stuff be purely over their feelings about the dad because he didn't want to be with her. He cheated on me. He did me wrong. Okay, but he's still the father. So just because it didn't work out between the two of you does not mean that you have the right to just take this child and use this child as a pawn for your little game. Because that's what a lot of women are doing. It's a game. The court system is a game now. It's literally a scam. It is a scam. And there are so many fathers out here. So too many fathers out here from all different backgrounds who are in these unfortunate situations where they can't even see their kids. They're fighting and they're giving up. And people are looking at them like, oh, you ain't no real dad. You ain't no real man because I would never give up on fighting for my child. Well, how many times you gonna get beat up and get back up? I mean, you only get beat up so many times before you just be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to God. And that sounds crazy to some people, but sometimes you gotta just leave it up to God because it's not fair. Again, a lot of women are taking advantage and they're abusing their power. And the children suffer every single time. The kids are suffering every single time. And it is so unfortunate. And then when they get to a certain age, what do the mothers try to do? Send them to their dads. You need to go live with your daddy. My dad? I ain't seen that man in 10 years. Now you want to break. So now he can go with his daddy. Now you want to break. Now she can go with her daddy. Like, we are not thinking about the best interest of our children. It is all about money, control, power. You got your mom in your ear telling you to do this stuff, your auntie, your cousin, like everybody around you is promoting this, and they're thinking about, girl, do this for you, not what the child needs. So if I'm watching, I'm coming up with a plan of how I can make your baby daddy life miserable, but I'm not looking at how it's gonna affect my child. This don't sound right. Like, I know I want to get back at him, but my son is gonna suffer, my daughter's gonna suffer. We don't think about that. Nobody's thinking about that. When y'all go in these courtrooms and y'all tell all these stories and these lies, or you come up with all these excuses of why he can't go with his dad, it's not fair to that child. That child deserves both of his mother, both his mother. That child deserves his mother and his father. Give the child a chance. Give the dad a chance. You lay down with him. You had this child with him. Now you're so disgusted with him. You should have thought about that before you lay down and had that baby with him. You should have thought about that before you open your legs just to have intercourse in general. But we don't. We don't think about any of this stuff. Now you mad because it didn't work out, like I said, with you and him. And now you want to do all this. And the child is suffering. You're watching your child suffer, miss their dad, yawn for a dad. I've had so many girls, so many of them coming to me like, I just really wish I knew who my dad was, or I wish I had a better relationship with my dad, or my mom put my dad through all this stuff, so now he ain't around. Like, this is a real issue, y'all. It's so unfortunate. It's really, really sad. Like I said, the system is so messed up and it needs to change. Too many men are in bad situations, have too many penalties from going to jail, issues with traveling, just jobs. Like, it's really messing people's lives just because you get to go down there as a woman and say this, and then I'm just automatically thrown on child support because she says so. But nobody cares about all the money I've been paying to this woman all this time, and now it just affects, it changes everything. Like, we think we doing something, and we think that we look like, I don't know, a superwoman or whatever. I don't even know. But these children are suffering, and y'all need to get it together, because it's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. And it wouldn't be cool if dads did it to the moms. It's not cool either way, but this is a more common thing. It's very much typical with men, with women against men, mothers against fathers, and it's always in favor of the mom. And that's unfortunate. It needs to be a better assessment for sure, to make sure that the child is in the best care, the best sound parent, period. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about this? I would be very interested to see, your thoughts. Of course, if you enjoyed the conversation, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel as well, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.